The Cockroaches started with an idea of having a location that would be very far from Oslo, and it would be it had to be a big city, but a city that people didn't know that well, not like Paris and London and New York. So I decided on Bangkok because I wanted the location to be a place where anything could take place, and where you would have an idea of a city where you're totally lost. A reference was Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles, where he sort of invents this planet that isn't there, but that you still can imagine. So that was the location, and when I started writing Cockroaches, I wasn't sure that I would use the same main character that I'd used in my first novel, The Batman. But I decided that Harry Hole, he has to be part of this story too. And so I went to Bangkok, and I stayed there for a couple of months, and I wrote a book. But that is probably the only novel that I used where the location was sort of the idea to begin with. I wasn't too happy really with the Cockroaches when it was released. I had really doubts about that book, also because I wrote it in such a short period of time, and my first novel had been a success, and I was a little stressed while writing it. But now, many years after, I'm so surprised because it's probably the novel that, or the one of my earlier novels that are doing best, you know, internationally, and also here in Norway. People are going back to that novel, and there are so many readers who are telling me that it's a favorite novel. So, so I sort of had to, well, maybe the readers are right. It's not my favorite book. I had a plot prepared for the Cockroaches before I went to Bangkok, and I spent 2 months there writing and doing research at the same time, the same method that I had used writing The Batman. But when I came home, I spent a month or so rewriting the story. But at that time, my publishing house, they were really waiting for the book. They were all waiting for the follow-up to The Batman. But I found that sometimes it's actually easier to write about the city when you're away from the city. And that's probably why I've always written about winter during summertime and summer during wintertime. It has to do with using your imagination and not getting too much caught up with the details that you're seeing around. So the ideal situation for me would be to go to a city, stay there for a long time, and then leave the city and write about it. During the process of writing the Cockroaches, when I was in Bangkok, I had some names of expats, old expats who had lived in Bangkok for a long time, and in my plot and my synopsis for the story, I had persons in the expat milieu in Bangkok. But what happened was they were so nice to me, and they were so happy about me writing about them, that I was sort of became a member of their big extended family. And during the time, I was also introduced to some of the darker parts of Bangkok and Thailand, especially the sex industry, children prostitution, and so I saw some pretty ugly things there. But I'm so happy with the people that helped me in Bangkok, not just to see the shiny, nice sides of Bangkok, but also the dark sides.